day today, if I'm not mistaken.
Busy. I thought it was going to be successful, and profitable, but just had a lot of computer and network issues. And of my 4 streams today, only one was like longer than 6 minutes long.
Well, don't jinx this one. we're going good. So well, I'm glad you're able to join us today. We're all for those of you joining us at home, we're going to be sharing all the deals we've found today, talking about some of the best ways to find deals out there, and we'd love to hear from you guys what you guys are finding out there in Amazon. So join us in the chat. Fred's with us as always. Thank you, Fred. Thank you for joining us. And so
Todd from Minnesota, my man.
Oh, Todd's, look at this. All the whole crew is here today, and we love to see it. We love to see it. So, so we got a bit of an agenda here today. We're gonna have some fun. But first, before we go into anything, I want to just everyone start out with what is the best deal you have found today on Prime Day.
Let's let our guests go first.
All right.
Just one deal. What is the overall best deal? If you could say you could buy one thing, the best deal today, what do you got for us?
Best deal. Look at this. I got it on screen.
Look at you.
All right. This is the Dreamy X30 robotic lawnmower.
Interesting. Very low profile.
Although they do have a lawnmower, so I get it.
Yes. Robot vacuum. So normally $1,700. It's on sale, 32% off for $1,150. Plus, I have additional promo code, guys. Which Pete, I don't know where you want to put that promo code for additional.
I'll send it to me in the chat, and I'll put it up in the description. I'll put it in the description. But go ahead and say it out loud if you can say it out loud for those that are watching.
Promo code is Modern X30U for 5% off. So you get 32 plus additional 5. So great deal. This is definitely a flagship of Dreamy. It's not their newest smart vacuum. Their newest one has the brush that comes out, little extendable arm. But this does have the extendable mop, has the rotating mop, has self-cleaning docking station, has takes out all the dust, and it just does a great job overall.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of robot vacuum deals going on. We'll cover more of them later, but I like that you're using the Stream Deck and you were able to share your screen with your face still on it. Awesome. Yeah. I think Elgato has a ton of really good deals today. So if anyone else is a creator and wants to do cool stuff like that, get yourself a Stream Deck and there you go. But my pick is going to be a budget lock. So we've got a few options. The Eufy is going to be your best bang for your buck. $70 for that thing. So there you go. And if you're an Apple Key user, check out Akara, the U50 or the U100. They're both just like super discounted right now. So those are my picks for the best deals for today.
Yeah, that U50 for $100. That's a great if you want to get into Apple Home Key.
Yeah,
great lot.
So I'll actually jump into my deal of the day before Vince. My deal of the day is actually a combo platter. It's Akara. Akara has like some really awesome deals, and the best deal you can get is that the U50 lock for $100, and then the Akara doorbell $90 right now. That's actually not a Prime Day deal, but there's a coupon right now. It's like $40 off for that, and you can get the M3 hub for $88 right now. The M2 hub is $42, I think, right now. So yeah, Akara is my deal of the day. Like if you want to get into the Akara system, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, very deep discounts, and their sensors are really good too. So,
yeah, totally agree. So, Vince, what's your deal?
Man, it was hard to pick because it depends on like the price category level. I have these, and I actually own these locks. They're on sale right now on Prime for $67.99. They're the Sifley digital electronic locks. And I use these for interior locks. So they're not exterior ones, but they have a keypad and a biometric on them. And you can also use RFID tags, and you can use them in the app as well. Should I try to share my screen like Eric did?
Sure, go for it.
Here we go. Let me see if I can do this. But they're when I bought them, they were over $100. They're originally $130, and they're down to under 70, which is awesome. So I totally would recommend those.
So I'm sorry. What brand was that again?
Here we go.
You got it. It's coming up here, folks.
Coming up, Sifley. So
Sifley.
Sifely. So as you can see, that I had purchased these. Actually, I have 5 or 6 of them, but I purchased these last year. So
did you say those are? Yeah, are those compatible with Home Assistant or anything like that, or are they just kind of their own?
So they're compatible with Amazon, which is what I use them with, but they are also compatible with Home Assistant as well. So you can do both. You do need to buy a little gateway hub for these,
of course,
but you can use them directly paired up with your phone as well if you want to. Also, it has the cover comes off on the key, so you can actually have a physical key as well. So you're not just necessarily bound to the code or the biometric on it. It's got all the different options you can use to get into it, pretty much.
Nice.
So, and they're a good deal for under $70 for sure.
Awesome. So yeah, so those are our deals of the day. We'll try to get those up in the description for you guys. I guess I got a little light to see me better. I was just curious what your guys' opinions are overall. How do you feel like Prime Day is this year? Is it a good Prime Day, or are we a little bit lacking compared to years past?
I would say it's pretty good. I mean, the typical stuff on sale. Definitely the year of the robot vacuum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think there's any amazing deals. Like a lot of the pricing that I've been seeing is exact same pricing, but like a lightning deal or a limited time deal, maybe a week or two ago. So it's not extremely discounted, but it's still, that price is set for 2 days rather than those quick lightning deals that just pop up and go. So, it's pretty much what I expected.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, go ahead, Vince.
No, I say pretty comparable. I feel like to previous years. You look at them. I also feel like that maybe there's a lot more items, but maybe the deals they're just as good as previous years.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at, comparing some prices to how they are the rest of the year. And I would say a lot of the deals are comparable to what they do in a Black Friday sale for the most part and that sort of thing. So some things are the lowest price they've ever been, and other things are not quite, but they're down there. So it's a good time for a lot of things.
And as usual, like all the new stuff is not on sale.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of last year model stuff, which is fine. I mean, it's incremental improvements this year. I would say this year has been better than last year, because last year there was a lot of not deals. It was like, it looked like a deal, but then when you looked at like camel, you figure out, wait a minute, like they just jacked the price to lower it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen as many manufacturers trying to pull that trick this year, so they know we're on to them.
Yeah, so that actually kind of brings up what I wanted to talk about next before we go into some more specific deals, is like, what are some shopping tips for people on Prime Day to know that they're getting the best deals, to help them find the best deals? And one of that was to check, when we kind of went over this a few weeks ago, but to check camel to see the historical pricing for whatever you're shopping for. Also, one other tip that I had is that, so Prime deals they're labeled Prime deals. They're the red box, but there's a lot of people having sales right now that are not official Prime deals. They just have coupon codes or other things running. So if you're doing a search for something that you want, don't limit it by Prime deals only. Just search for everything.
Not just Amazon too.
Right. That was yeah. That's another tip. Go ahead.
Retailers are doing the same sales on their manufacturer websites, on their retailer websites.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, go check out the manufacturer's websites to see what they're doing. And then, I mean, Best Buy is having a sale. Walmart's having a sale. Home Depot is having a sale. I mean, they're all jumping in. It's more than an Amazon. What's that?
It's the TT.
The TT. I'm not following your code. I'm a terrible TikTok. Oh, right. Yeah. Gotcha. So, yeah, so those are some of my ideas. Also, lightning deals. What are your thoughts on they do have the Amazon Prime lightning deals? I tend to think they're mostly garbage. You hardly ever find the big names doing a lightning deal. It seems to me it's a lot of somewhat questionable products. Kind of taking your chances with some of those. Experience on those? Anyone?
A few
Gobi's
years
doing
ago, they used to be
does
good,
those.
but
Yeah,
not anymore.
I think it depends.
So, and what about so we were talking before the show about whether we bought anything. You guys seem to be waiting. I feel like if you see a deal that's a really good deal, you should kind of jump on it, just because things do tend to sell out. I already saw, it was a camera thing I was looking at, and it sold out already. It wasn't a lightning deal either. It's gone at this point. So if you see a good deal, I recommend you jump on it. Probably from the bigger manufacturers, maybe it's not as much of an issue, but
Yeah. I haven't made any purchases yet. I'm just kind of seeing how things go. Part of it is that we've already tested a lot of this stuff, because we're reviewers. So
right.
we've already got it and I don't need more. But there are good deals. And there's definitely deals I've been sharing with friends that I'm encouraging to take advantage of. And one thing that I do is that I always just keep a wish list. And so it made it really easy to help curate this list today. So I always have a list that's like my favorite lock recommendations, my favorite robots. And then you could click on deals under your lists, and it'll just show only the ones that have a sale. And so I can see, okay, these are the ones I should talk about because they're already ones that I previously flagged as being recommended. And then same with my wish list. I have a list of things that I dream about, and then one where I'm like, oh, this is good for different audiences. And so be able to quickly do that. And, just only buying things that you actually need or were already planning on buying, I think is good. And having an idea what the price was and doing the research, so watching videos on it to make sure you're going to be happy with it. Otherwise you just end up returning it.
Right.
Yeah, I used to add things to my cart days before Prime Day and just see what the pricing was during Prime Day.
Yeah, that was back before.
I always have things in my cart. Or always in the save for later, and then when Prime Day and stuff comes around, you just start scrolling down. You're like, all right, let's see what anything's changed.
Ding, ding.
Because if they're the things that you've wanted, you kind of have a good idea where they're hovered around price wise, and if they're a good deal or not. But,
yeah. All right, well, let's go through some of these different categories that we've got. Let's start with locks, because I see Fred in the chat, and Brandon, you're talking locks already on there. So Brandon, I know you've done a lot of research here on the locks, it seems like. So what are some of the best lock deals here today?
Yeah, so I kind of sorted them in order of the most affordable, and then at the end it's going to be the most full featured.
By the way, if I could jump in here quick, we did put links in the description of the locks and all the products we're going to be talking about here today. We do earn affiliate commissions on that if you want to help out the show. But if you don't want to help out the show, search for it yourself. So, but don't do that.
Don't look at
I gave terrible advice. Why am I doing this? The worst host ever.
I mean, it is at no cost to you, so that's kind of neat.
Right.
A little spiff on that, and then we can use that to get more products to test and upgrade our audio, that type of thing. So obviously appreciate it, but it is what it is. I always end up using other creators because you can't use your own. So I'd be like, oh, if someone gave me a good recommendation, I'll just make a point to go use that.
Yeah.
And I do that too, even if I'm not buying a product they're recommending. If I'm just making a purchase in general, I'll make sure to go to a friend's page and just click their link so that they get the credit. So, and I rotate
he's such a good guy.
Kind of guy.
Such a good guy.
My friend group. So, anyways, so I already talked about the Eufy, the C210. That's honestly the number one seller on Amazon. I did a review there with the lock, the unboxing and install, and it just gets insane amounts of views, on the Amazon page directly. If you scroll down, you'll see it. But the U50 and the U100, I mean, they're getting a lot of attention lately. The U200 is coming out for the retrofit. That's a good one too. I did not link that one, but I believe it's also on sale. Next up is the Eufy E330, and so it's going to be a 3-in-1. They're saying video, lock, and doorbell. I would say it's a video, doorbell, and lock, so 2-in-1. But it does have the biometrics and stuff. So if you don't have a storm door, that's a good one, because the storm door would just get in the way, right?
So nobody in Minnesota is going to have one. Is basically
I
what
don't
you're
have
saying.
a storm door in my house.
You don't have a storm door?
No,
I do not have a storm door either.
Oh my
I don't
goodness!
either.
We have so many storms.
Yeah. It's like
I don't even use my front door unless it's to get a package.
yeah. So we have like the windows next to the door so I can see out for security purposes. I would know not to. Plus the cameras.
But okay,
So, like,
Brand, listen, hold on. Okay, you're aware of the Minnesota goodbye, right, Brandon?
yes.
We
yeah.
just we take forever to say goodbye, and usually you do that with the front door open. So in the winter, you leave you open the big door, and then you have the storm door at least holding some of the cold air out. I don't know how you do it. Do you just don't do the Minnesota? Maybe that's the secret.
Yeah,
They
might
don't
be.
do the Minnesota goodbye. They just leave. You open the door and like,
Yeah.
that's cold. I gotta go. That's
We got the
brilliant.
dogs too, and like the dogs
True.
will try to get out, so you gotta like corral them. But anyways, I think this style lock, whether it's the Eufy or the next one, is great for apartments or condos as well, as long as you're able to change the lock, like if the association allows or management company. But because you don't have a doorbell at an apartment, right? So like this kind of solves that. It's a good setup, and the battery life is actually pretty good on this. Some of the combo units I've tested before, the battery life is trash. So the next up is the Lockley Vision Elite, which is like I've described it as the Cadillac of locks. It's got all the features, biometrics, anti-pick, all the security. Really good for property management. So if you have multiple properties, you can manage all of the locks through one account. Which is pretty slick. You can assign the codes. It's got the pin genie, so it changes. So if someone's like watching, they can won't get your code. So yeah, that one's on sale, and it's an expensive lock, so you're getting a pretty good discount. And then the last two I put on the list, I'm not a big Yale person, but others in this chat do, so I left it in. So yeah, Vince, if you want to speak to the Yale Assure and the Google Nest Yale collaboration, they're both on sale.
Well,
so
I don't connect mine through Nest. Mine, I took the module out and I put the Z-Wave module in, so I pulled the Nest module out. But like I said, you can pick up those modules fairly cheaply all across the internet, eBay or anything like that. So if you want to swap it out with something else, you're able to.
In the Z-Wave version, have you ever connected it to Hubitat? Fred in the chat is asking about that.
I have not. I haven't had Hubitat.
But you've had it to your Ring system, which is Z-Wave. So
correct. So the only
issues? Do you have a lever version at all by chance?
The lever one? No, just the bolt or the deadbolt. Now the downside to the Z-Wave is if you connect your lock to your Ring system, you can't connect it to anything else directly. Obviously, it only has one network because it's Z-Wave. But when you're able to do that, when you pull it into Ring, you obviously pull Ring into like SmartThings or Home Assistant, and you can use it that way as well. But no direct connection besides through Ring.
Nice.
So I'm going to throw one. Go ahead. Oh, sorry, I was going to throw one more lock into the mix. If you don't care about how your lock looks, because it's hideous and it's ugly, but it works. It does work.
Better not say what I think you're going to say. Oh God, there it is.
Okay, it's the switch bot. Okay, this is like the ugliest lock you're ever going to see, right? It is. It really is ugly, but it works. It's a retrofit lock. So if you don't care how it looks, $130. It's $70 off for the $200 package that includes the keypad.
As far as looks goes, which one do you think looks better, the SwitchBot Lock Pro or the new U200?
The U200.
U200 for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look how far this thing sticks out. Like that's
it's like a birdhouse on your door.
Yeah, you've got a duck to walk around the house with this.
Well, the U200 is bigger.
Is it really? I've not seen it in person.
It at least covers it better.
So
they're both.
I'll look at it. I've not seen.
I think the SwitchBot sticks out further, but the U200 is bigger.
Well, it's okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's the fact it sticks out that like that's ridiculous. That's obscene. I don't know how they figure that that's a good idea. It's not a good idea. But again, it works. It's very effective. It works. $130 for the whole package and everything. So it's not bad if you want to go that route. But all right,
in my input, while we're talking about locks, I've tested pretty much every one that you guys have talked about. And as far as build quality, my 2 cents, the number one build quality for a smart lock, it's gotta go Lockley. And then, you guys gonna hate me for saying this, but as far as
we already hate you anyway, so don't worry about that.
because of my good looks.
Because you're good looks. Yes, exactly. We're all jealous.
As far as build quality, it's a great functioning lock, but I think Acor's build quality is subpar. But it's a functional lock. It looks great. It functions well. It's just the build quality is not top notch like Lockley is. That's my 2 cents.
Which one are you referring to?
Of all the Quora locks?
Oh, Akara. That's what
Akara.
So
Yeah.
the U200 is not too bad, but the U50 and U100, I think the build quality is subpar. I don't think it's good stuff. But let me put it this way: most smart locks are not really secure to begin with. It's just to keep honest people honest.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's how I look at it. If someone wants to get in my house, they're going to get into my house.
Get in. Right. So the smart locks are not there to prevent people from getting in if they really want to get in.
Yeah. They can break the window right next to the
mind also. But, as far as the build quality, what's inside the parts, just, I just think Lockley.
Agreed.
I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
They make a very good lock.
Yeah.
You pay for it, though.
You do pay for it.
Yeah. It's at least on sale right now. So if you're going to do it, now is the time. I never recommend paying full price for some of the smart home stuff in general. It's there's always a deal, guys. There's always a deal.
Do you haggle? Do you go onto Amazon and haggle with the bots? I'll give you 120. No more. Don't think it works that way. Don't think it works
that way. I'll go on eBay and I'll start, doing the buy now or best offer and just see what I can do.
There we go. By the way, I want to get
I've seen comps for less. You're overpriced.
Yeah,
that's why it hasn't sold.
I want to give a shout out to Ivan in the chat. He says he has he's buying a window roller door for his fence so his robot mower can get in and out of his front yard. So I'm
Ivan, I want to see that. Is there any way you can
please make a video?
Let me know how that's being done. I'm looking for something for my fence.
So Ivan, seriously, go into my if you go into the description on our channel, you'll be able to find an email address that you can send that to me, and we'd love to see it like that. I'm very, very curious about that. So
that's coming from the guy that has a vacuum closet door auto opener.
Yes,
that's top notch.
So, I like my hacked together MacGyver home automation stuff. So definitely fun. So Ivan, please send that to us.
Of it. It's very cool.
Eric, I found a couple of different actuators on Amazon. I should send them to you. That would work exactly for that.
I've seen some, I've seen people use a chicken door opener, that type of thing. Nothing that's really I popped out. I mean, I gotta do it right now, but I need something for them. I hate opening the doors for the smart lawnmowers. So.
Well, they have the actuators that just fully open, will swing the door all the way open.
Yeah.
Those ones work good.
He said he's using a Shelly Plus 2 p.m., which is all the Shelly products also on sale right now. I did not include it in the list because our audience.
If you like Wi-Fi,
right?
Hey, there's some people that are into that. So
I'm just wondering, what type of roller shade are you using for exterior where you can get wet, snow, that type of thing? So, and where it is in the fence.
Basically,
are you cutting out part of the fence? So
we got to see this. We need video.
Show us, send it. We'll put it on the show. It'd be amazing to see. So thanks for that contribution. All right, let's move on to what category we got next. I don't have my list up.
Security cameras.
All right, security cameras. What do we got?
And I feel like Vince has used a few of these. Anyone who want to take a stab?
I know nothing about security cameras. Again, my house is wide open. Come steal everything I own.
His
cover
family
Real
safety
Lake,
is only worth $100, remember?
Exactly. So
I'll cover Real Lake. I think Vince, you've got Ring, and then
I'll do Eufy.
Eric, you've got Eufy. You've used the Nest cameras before too, haven't you?
Yeah, but not in years. It's been years.
Pete doesn't.
No one uses Nest
security cameras. So for me, I think Reolink is like the go-to NVR camera setup if you can get it. If you're willing to go in your attic or have Pete come and join you in your attic, like we did at my house.
Yep. Check
not
out
for the
check out our.
security cameras, but something else.
I'm sure I'll be up there again at some point.
Yeah, I mean, we have the ladder now that
We
that
do.
built it, so that was a fun day. I think Reolink is a great option. I thought about upgrading to Unify, the Unify Protect, because I just did the whole like network upgrade, and that system's awesome, and I'm building out the rack, and all excited about that. But we'll see. Reolink, incredible bang for your buck. The cameras are really good. And if you want to know like what the best camera is, just like check out Lifehackster or the Hookup. Those two channels have the best coverage ever. They know their stuff, so I kind of defer to them sometimes, but also like really enjoy Reolink. They also have really good Wi-Fi cameras. So like the Track Mix and the Argus are really good. That's what I use in my backyard because I can't run Ethernet out there. So, yeah, I like them a lot. Great prices, like huge sales across the board. So definitely check them out.
I have the Reolink, the TrackLink, the 4 LTE for outside where my Wi-Fi isn't that great. So, but yeah, they work really good. For Ring cameras, they just have such all Wi-Fi. I know that they have some of their stick-up cams can be set up as PoE, but they either do battery powered or hardwired. And then the battery powered, obviously, they have solar panels that you can use. There's also like some retrofit kits, and I haven't had a check to see if they're on Prime sales, but like retrofit, like let's say you have a battery Ring camera and you want to convert it to like a plug-in that has like there's like a special device, so you don't have to buy a whole new camera if you want to start plugging it in. Those are typically really good deals on Prime Day. Normally $40-50 down to like $20-30. But good quality cameras. I like the ecosystem. I use Ring cameras for both my business and home security for cameras, and then also as a part of the security system. And I forgot to mention too, they also have the hardwired, like the floodlight cams. And those work really good. The only downside I say to the Ring is that, we live in Minnesota. And so when Ring cameras are outside and if it gets below 10 degrees or 5 degrees, they just basically, those ones stop working. The battery operated cameras, the hardwire and the Ring doorbells and stuff like that still continue to work, but
how they do in the
some
heat?
problems. What's that?
It's how they do in the heat.
I haven't had any issues in the summertime whatsoever. I think it's in the wintertime for us, it's a combo of if they're solar powered, so we have less sunlight, and then on top of the cold, they tend to not do as well. So predominantly the security cameras that predominantly the cameras I use most are the ones that are hardwired in. So like the floodlight cams, doorbell cams, or ones that I have actually plugged into some sort of power source. But I do have a total of 4 cameras that are battery powered or solar powered. And so they work really great in the summertime. Winter is a little bit spotty, but I feel like that's going to be that way across the board with any battery powered camera in colder climate.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you have good sunlight.
Good compatibility with Amazon and Echoes because they're owned by the same company. So, you can pull them up quite easily. And I think even on the new Amazon, the Echo Hub, where you can do the camera sharing as well, versus some of the other models might not be able to do that on the Hub. So I like them. I've had them. I've tried and true. They have a really good warranty program too with the Ring cameras. I've had to replace 3 or 4 cameras so far, and they just basically send you a new one, and you send the old one back, no questions asked most of the time. So really
why were they replaced for?
I actually had one that was like just died, and it was an old stick-up can. I called them. I have the warranty program. Yeah. They sent me a new updated one, basically like the new stick-up cam, and I sent them the old model that they didn't even make anymore, and it didn't cost me anything. Cool. I've had ones where I had to replace like a doorbell because someone decided to push their finger on the camera instead of on the actual button and, and crack the glass. Yes, exactly. And so even though it was accidental and had nothing to do with them, they just swapped them out. I've had really good luck with Ring in general. Like I did the same thing with my pathway lights. I have pathway lights. My snowplow literally took out every single one of them one year, and Ring replaced every single one of them for me. And I sent back the old ones. And they sent me new ones. So,
What kind of neighborhood
so
do you live
service.
in? Everybody's just destroying your house.
One with a lot of kids. I'm pretty sure the doorbell was a kid. So
apparently
that makes sense. It was trick-or-treating time, and they want that candy.
Darn right.
That's right.
It reminds me of your video at the dog.
Yeah, go check out my YouTube or my TikTok channel. My dog took Halloween candy one at a time out of the bin. It was great.
You should put your TikTok handle in the chat for people. They gotta check out some of your stuff. It's good. I'm not a big TikTok guy, but I really enjoyed some of the stuff that you put out there.
Indeed. So shall we move to doorbells then? Now we're kind of locks. We got cameras, security cameras, doorbells. I said,
we gotta talk about Eufy.
Sorry. Again, we already established that I don't. All right, we already established that we don't like Eric. So why are we going to listen to him? Sorry, Eric. No, I'm just kidding. What? I apologize.
He's jealous that you're doing the screen on screen.
I know. You don't think I am? I'm not. Yes, I am absolutely jealous. Eric, tell us about Eufy, the world's greatest cameras.
The world's greatest cameras, the Eufy Solo Cam S340. So this actually came out last year, and I still love it today. It's a Prime Day sale, which is pretty much the same pricing they had last Prime Day, at $140. As long as you have good solar light, you have sunlight, and you have good Wi-Fi, this is a great camera. It has 2 lenses, has the pan and tilt, so it's going to follow people around, and it has a micro SD card that saves all the clip recordings. You can sync this also with the Homebase 3, so if you want to, you can keep all the recordings inside. And this year they released kind of like an update version, but this only has 1 camera. But the best thing about this new version, which is also on Prime Day sale for $175, this is a 4G camera. So this is a camera where you can pretty much put anywhere where you have cell phone reception. So maybe you're far away from the house, you don't have exterior Wi-Fi, maybe like a shed.
Sorry, I can't help you with that.
There goes Siri.
Always.
You can pretty much put this anywhere. A construction site, if you have a rental shed, you can put this anywhere. Where you have cell phone reception. You do have to pay for the monthly service or the data, but I found that I'm using less than 2 gigs, which is like $13 a month, so it's really not that bad. So, but if you got good Wi-Fi, go for the S340. But if you need the 4G, I really like the new one, the S330.
I've just got binoculars.
That's
peer out.
That's a good point with the 4G though. And if you haven't had a 4G camera in the past, you don't need that much. You need less than you think. And most carriers have like a special package for just 4G for security cameras. So
yeah. And the service that Eufy offers, they have one service where it actually automatically switch from like Verizon to AT&T to T-Mobile, depending on what signal is strongest. So I thought that was pretty interesting. You can select just one, or you can put it on auto, and then it would just go to the strongest signal. So,
didn't know that.
Nice.
Can we finally get to video doorbells now?
Yes. What can you tell us about the great deals, the video doorbell?
Nothing. I already mentioned the Aqara doorbell is not a Prime Day deal, but there's a coupon for $30 off right now, and it's on sale. It's $90 basically. With the coupon, it's $90. That's a pretty darn good deal in my book if you're into the Aqara system. Especially, I like that it has the SD card on the inside, so you can save everything to an SD card, so you don't have to pay for a subscription. They do have a cloud subscription you can get, but you don't need one. It hooks up with Apple Home and all the other Aqara stuff, and I just think it's pretty good. It's for $90. It's pretty good. The only downside of the camera is that it's not the frame of view is a little too narrow top to bottom, right? So you're not gonna be able to see on your porch if you get packages or what they are. But for $90, it's pretty
you
decent.
need the Eufy because it has a dedicated camera looking down.
There we go. Is that a Prime Day deal, Brandon?
It is. It is.
Okay.
So with Eufy, I would look for the package deals because they've got all sorts of stuff going on. And check out their website directly. I found that you can get better packages there. So that's one. And then my big thing with doorbells is that like if you have wiring there, you should be using it.
I do agree with
There's
that.
a lot of people that would like just go to the battery one, but like you want to have that constant power because you're going to get more of like the event. The triggers right away, right? And then if you can, I liked using the existing chime. So like the Aqara and then like the Real Link, they have that module that you have plug in.
Yep. And
I just don't care for that quite as much. I like to have the actual house doorbell
Actually,
ring.
he likes
but
the ding. He likes
I like
the ding.
and the dong. So yeah. The other thing too is that like you want to get like the Ring Doorbell Plus, which used to be the Pro, or you get the Pro. Those ones are on sale right now. I think it's like $99 or $150 or something. But don't get the super cheap one because the super cheap one, you'd have to use like a show or something to get it to pull up, or like use their add-on chime. It's like in fine print, like doesn't work with existing chime. So, and then don't buy Blink. Like I just. Blink sucks. The camera
out on
sucks.
Blink.
Doorbell sucks. It's like super cheap right now. Like you get it for like $8 in a package deal or something. But it just don't even do it. It's terrible.
Cheaper than a pack of
And
cigs.
keep in mind there's subscription costs, right? Like
Yep.
you gotta factor that in.
Yeah, I mean that's why the Aqara is basically free at this point when you factor that in. No subscription costs. Team Aqara.
Same with Eufy. Cords locally. So
True.
what are you using on yours, Eric? What do you got?
I use the Nest Hello with the
what?
Starling Home Hub. So
Nice. So is that the new
yes,
Nest one?
the one that came out like 2 years ago.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
wired
that's what I
one.
got.
Yeah, so that is
Can be
not
battery,
on
but
Prime
can
Day
also be hardwired.
Yeah.
That's on sale right now too,
no.
actually.
So there's that version. There's a battery operated one, and then I have the one that's just hardwired.
Okay. So
And
it
the
looks like
difference
the
is-
old style then, right?
It looks like the battery one is just a little bit bigger, if I recall.
Okay, yeah. So
correctly.
it looks like the original. So
But
the
then-
newest one is like flatter. It's not as rounded.
Yeah. But the
Anyways.
reason I go for it is because it has 24/7 recording, but you have to pay for the service. So it's not cheap. But I want something that's 24/7 at the front door. And I don't mind paying for that cost. So that's what I pick. Plus, with the Starling Home Hub, it works with Apple Home. So I'm a happy camper.
Nice. I think like the next time I build a house, I'm gonna put Ethernet at the front door. So that way I can do nice setup there and do constant recording.
So you can get the what's the $1,800 Apple Home doorbell? Robin.
What?
The Robin.
Ooh, I'm not
1800.
familiar
Oh, I
with
have.
this.
Oh, yeah, I have heard of that one. Yeah,
You said
I didn't know it was $1,800.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. It used to be their old version was 7 something. I reviewed it on the channel. But
I am
now
going to
it's,
go check that out after we're done here, obviously. Yeah,
might
I
be
think I would
60.
do like the Unify one.
Yeah, that
You
looks
know, like a
pretty
lot
cool.
of the professional companies push the alarm.com doorbell, but man, it's ugly. It's just terrible. There's the 2N system. It's like super high end, but it's god awful expensive. Like
You could
way more than that.
you could pair it with this on the inside, and life would be amazing.
God, just
That's so big you could put a doily on it and put some china.
I know it's a place for your drink. You know, you go to the door and set a
You
bottle
could
of
take a
beer
smart
on.
lock and then mount that to the back of the smart lock. And then
Can
you'd have,
someone
like,
please
backup.
Can someone make a 3D print, please, that has a cup holder on the top of that lock, so then send it to Pete? I know someone could do it.
I like it.
He's clearly not using it. It did not pass the wife approval.
No, I clearly said I made that very clear. Like it works fine. It just Kelly was not a fan, and that's important. That's important. So, all right, I think we moved on from the.
Why does our door have a tumor on it? Why can't we take that?
Oh, like honestly, I put it on when she was gone, and she came home, and it was on the door. She came through and shut it, and she's like, "What is that monstrosity on the front door?"
Sounds like you missed out a good opportunity for a reaction video right there.
I know.
I know. No, remove this immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm making a video. Just give me a week or so.
It's like when I did the smart lighting in my kitchen that lasted about 2 weeks. My wife was like, no.
I still have the smart delivery box on my front porch that I told my wife
gave
was
that
only
shit
going to
away.
be 3 months. That was like 3 years ago.
Does it ever get used?
Yeah, 50% of the time. But yes.
Wow, that's
mine. Just like pissed the delivery people off.
Yeah,
I have
it's
videos of them just being angry. So
Yeah.
I got rid of that. I don't want my delivery people mad. So.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
This week, though, we should all put coolers outside with beverages. I've seen like videos of people that do that. Like, those poor delivery people. They're going to be very busy this week with Prime.
And now they're going to be very drunk.
I was a delivery guy. I always appreciated that.
Yeah.
Jeffrey just comments and says, "Was that an Atari, Pete?"
What's that?
So Jeffrey comment says, "Was that an Atari, Pete?" And you're holding up the lock.
That you know what? That looks totally like that's awesome.
You gotta get the logo and like
the sky is
great.
falling. Remember that?
Great comment. A car. No, what was it called? Dang it, Breakout or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's Arkanoid. That's the game that we had with the little dial. So, great comment. I wish I thought of that for my video. I totally would use. That's absolutely what that looks like.
So we have StreamYard, then we'd be able to put his comment up and highlight it. I don't know if that's a feature on Riverside or not.
There it is, but it didn't work last time. So I would like to. Yeah, like it only pulls comments from their thing and not YouTube. So I'm like, that stinks. Unless I'm just an idiot and don't know what I'm doing, which is highly probable.
It's still better than the old Google Meet through OBS to the stream. Like, I think we're making steps in the right direction.
Yes, maybe. So, So I don't know, you guys on the live. You know, we did a pre-recorded podcast, so we're doing some pre-recorded, some live stuff. So check that out, and we'd love to hear what you guys think. As far as, do you like the lives? Do you want to watch the pre-recorded podcast stuff too? So, we're just trying to make something that works for all of our viewers. We appreciate you guys checking us out.
Speaking of, my $500 budget is currently on sale for $370, and my upcoming, this isn't even released yet, so teaser, my $1,000 budget one, you can get for $750. So both of them are 25% off, which is pretty neat.
Yeah. So Vince, did you go and price your $500 house out?
I had a lot of the same items that Brandon did, but I did not.
True.
I didn't put them in my cart. But
okay,
they're pretty similar.
Zeus had some deals, but on their site, on
site.
Amazon, yeah, they had some deals. They're not like crazy deals, but like a little bit off, which helps.
Yeah, Eric, I don't know if you saw the podcast that we did, but we each built a smart home for $500, the best smart home we could do. And I priced mine out today. It was $498 when we priced it out, did our little exercise, and it's $357 right now. I had a lot of Akara stuff in there, so
most improved, I would say.
Yeah,
also,
so I get
like, you did a really good job of using all of your money. I feel like I had some dollars left over.
Hey, I'm a spendthrift, man. I know how to spend what little I have. So
awesome. Well, I know that Vince has a Ring security system, and that is on sale right now, of course, because Amazon owns Ring. Surprise, surprise. But also, I saw Simply Safe was like 50% off, so not too shabby. I personally use Abode. I don't know about you guys. They had some minor sale on their site.
Bless you.
I have a lock on my door.
I've never used them.
I have a boat also.
Yeah, the boat's legit.
Eric's pretty much got all, like, how much do you pay a month if and maybe you get them for free, but like it sounds like your subscriptions per month, Eric, you've got all the systems.
I'm grandfathered into the boat, so
Okay.
I don't have to
I
pay for
was,
that.
and then I reviewed a different product for them that required an upgraded subscription, right?
Ooh.
And then I had that for a little bit, but the trial ended, and I somehow reverted to I don't have anything planned. So I emailed them because I'm about to test their video doorbell, and I'm like, can you just like maybe give me the plan again? Like I miss having that, and like I have all these different products I'm testing, so like I can't really just afford to buy subscriptions for all of them, and like I don't get paid for this. So they were cool about it, and they're gonna get the plan going. I haven't seen it activated yet, but looking forward to that because it was
I think we
nice
should
to
all-
like show all the history and stuff, and I don't know.
I feel like we should do a video on each of us adding up all of our monthly subscriptions for smart
We
home
can't
stuff.
talk about
No, we don't.
the streaming though, because it's a sore subject. We cut the cord without cutting the cord, so now I just pay for double. We literally have like all the streaming services, and then when Netflix did the thing, we got cut off from my mother-in-law's account, and I just out of principle refused to buy it now. I just canceled Apple TV today because like the one show we've been waiting for the second season, Severance, they just announced it'll be like January. I'm like,
You don't have like the
well,
Apple One with the bundle and everything.
Yeah, like the Apple Plus One, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
no.
That's what I am.
We got like the Disney one with Hulu when it was $1 a month, but it has ads, and that annoys me.
Yeah.
The one I think is the most valuable is the YouTube subscription, YouTube Premium. I watch a lot of
Really,
YouTube,
I
obviously.
love that.
Yeah.
I hate seeing ads.
Although
when I
they
watch
just
YouTube.
increased their price. What was it, like 3-4 months ago?
Yeah.
How much is it now?
Boo. Like $24 or something.
Holy shit!
What?
A month?
No.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna go look now.
$11.
Yeah, that was
I
11
hear-
or 12 bucks before. So
What I encourage all of our viewers to do is to watch all of the ads on my channel in full duration.
Yeah, don't hit the skip button.
comment, like,
Are there ads
Yeah.
when we're live? Like, do people? Get
It does. Yeah, there are some ads when it's live. I don't know how it works out, but yeah,
Maybe it's
I
like
thought there was a setting. I thought you have to turn it on or turn it off.
yeah.
'Cause you're
It's
getting
$18.99 a month.
$18.99 a month. Wow.
jeez. Okay, maybe not worth it. Well, anyways,
But I know it just
shall we,
recently went up.
jump into smart speakers. What are you guys actually using for smart speakers? I'm really curious here.
HomePod minis.
Not on sale.
Every now and then
tomorrow.
Costco might have it on sale.
Okay.
I've seen.
By the way,
one or
Costco
two-
memberships are on sale right now. It's like $60, and you get like a $40 gift card or something to spend there. So it's like basically for $20, which is a pretty good deal at Costco. But
Joel
And I don't
says
know if
there
this
is
is
ads
true.
on live.
Yeah. Well,
But
now
can
we
you
know.
order stuff on Instacart for Costco without a membership? I thought someone told me you could.
You can,
really,
but
Huh,
the
a
prices
little
are
hack
higher.
there.
oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. So as far as smart speakers go, I have a Sonos knockoff. Well, no, it's a Sonos Brain, but it's the IKEA version of the Sonos speaker is what I use for all my listening pleasure. I don't remember what it's called. The Symphonisk, I think, but it is a Sonos speaker, IKEA version of it. And then I don't really use voice assistants like at all. I've got all three of them. I never use the Google. But my kids use Amazon, and I've got the Apple. I got a HomePod too. I do use the HomePod for the smart home stuff, right? It's my hub, but I don't use the voice assistant part of it. So
Yeah, kind of the same way with our HomePod. Like I love it because it enables all the HomeKit stuff and having
Yeah.
the dashboard right on my iPhone, and it's fun to be able to just like go up to it and boop, transfer your music.
I
but
hate when I accidentally do it. Like I have one on my nightstand and I might put my phone up there.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Ours are all like on the same stand. My wife keeps telling me I need to move them. I keep saying, "Oh no, I'm doing a video. I'm comparing them all." I've just never filmed that video, so that's where they live. It's great. I imagine that they battle at night, like when we go to sleep. They hate each other, right?
yeah,
I
Jeffrey.
use all the echoes. I use all the Echo speakers. I got 4 studios, and then like the 15 and the 10. And then you can put them all together. Use them all
Do you
together through
want to
the.
buy another studio and
No, I
another
have
10?
enough.
All right. Well, that's my regret. Not to spoil the upcoming segment, but I hate the 10. The swivel is a gimmick, and now the shows they show all the ads, and it's used to be you could like turn them off. And this is by region, by the way. So some people are going to comment and say, I don't have ads on mine. You just go to the content thing. And I am the one that told everyone about that. So I know how to turn the ads off. Trust me. But there are ads now, and it's by area that just you can't get rid of them. It's like a sponsored thing, card, whatever. And it's annoying me. I paid a lot of money for those, and I don't want to see ads. The Echo Hub currently does not have ads, so that's nice. And then the Spot, there's not enough room for an ad yet. They'll figure out how
They'll
to
figure.
squeeze one.
They'll figure it out.
They're gonna
They'll
squeeze
figure
it
it out.
on there. But so far, this thing is pretty nice. It, of course, is on sale, right? Like they're all on sale.
All the yes, Amazon stuff is always a.
I wonder
So-
if the Astro. Any of you guys have Astro?
No, I got the early invite on that,
Yeah,
and
me too.
Me too.
I turned it down.
my wife basically said,
What would
"If
I
you
do
buy
with
that? I will
Astro?
kill you."
Right.
And I'm glad I did because the reviews are just absolutely horrible on it.
What's the point of it? I don't understand the. I saw it at.
Just an intrusive robot that follows you around.
Yeah.
It's like they copied the Samsung Bali thing
Mhm.
and then made it worse somehow. So it's got like a ring cam on a
$1,600.
stick. It's crazy. But my thing with the Echoes is that like the Echo 5 is too small. It's like the piggies, right? Or the blankets or the beds, whatever. Just skip the 5. It's too small. The 8 is good. It's got a good speaker. If you don't want the ads, get the Hub instead. The Hub is not on sale, unfortunately.
Of course, it's new.
What was that? Yeah,
It's
'cause
It's new. Yeah.
makes sense. But I'm sure now that I just did a comparison video, they're going to release more devices because that's how it works. And they're probably just clearing out their inventory. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a new Dot or they discontinue one or something because that's just how it works.
Yeah. So
But
Jeffrey,
yeah, so our house, we have them all, obviously. And I find myself using Josh. My wife hates Josh. She uses Google to ask for like questions about things and uses she who shall not be named because she's sitting next to me. Oh, it is muted though, but you guys might have one at home that's not muted, so I won't say the name. We use that for like quick commands and stuff, or she uses it more. So last thing about voice assistants though, do buy the bundle that comes with the bulb or the doorbell or whatever, and then just march your ass right over to Kohl's and return the added item, and you get full credit back. So it actually lowers the price even further. But do not, by any means, use the Blink doorbells or cameras. They're just hot garbage. And that singlet bulb, you could just throw that right in the trash.
Brandon,
I
how do you
like
really
singlet
feel
bulbs.
about Blink.
What was that?
How do you really feel?
I'm
Yeah,
just
no.
very livid about this. Oh, and then Sonos is on sale. Like Sonos almost never goes on sale. They did like a Father's Day deal, and now they got 20% off. So on like almost everything. So that's a pretty good deal. I love Sonos.
singlet bulbs are fine if you get the Zigbee, by the way. So just
Well, what's the one that comes with it? I don't think
probably
it's-
Wi-Fi. Probably Wi-Fi garbage, but I don't
I
know.
got them sent to me so many times, and I just give them away. I don't want them. But
Yeah,
you can
so-
bring them to Kohl's. You can return them. You don't even do anything. I think they end up in those boxes that like you can buy from resellers because like Singlet doesn't restock them either. They just all end up in these like returns that no one wants. Yeah.
So Jeffrey had
Get
a
one
good
back.
question about talk about Sonos there. He said, are there any other smart speakers that work with Home Assistant that are not Sonos that you'd recommend? I don't have any experience with anything outside of Sonos in that regard.
So you can use the Echo devices in Home Assistant. You do have to. There is a subscription to Nabu Casa in order to do that. I guess it depends really on what you want to do because you can play audio through those speakers through Home Assistant, and you can create like automations to use like the echoes to say things through like through the speakers, but you can't like. I guess. Well, never mind. You can basically import all your devices that are in HA into the Echo devices. So I guess you can use basically it's compatible all the way through. I guess I can't think of a situation where you wouldn't be able to use what you wanted to through HA.
All right, good to know. Joel, or excuse me, Ivan's chiming in here again too with something. He says he's working on a floor lamp. He's ripping out his LEDs from a Wiz floor lamp and replacing them with a Hue gradient strip. I applaud you for getting rid of your Wiz strips, as Wiz is terrible. But
what would happen if you
right in the name?
Permanently put those in, right? Built into your shelves. Who would do such a thing?
Oh, they were so.
Ivan, if you're talking about the Hue gradient lamp, I have that. I absolutely love that.
It's right here.
So, yeah,
sorry.
It's expensive. It's like $300, something like that. But I love it.
Here we go.
Is that the sign?
Sign.
Yeah, those are cool.
However you pronounce it. I really like it. I think it's.
I have the Govee one, and that thing's pretty much dead to me.
The new one?
We tested the Govee one.
It was like 2 years old. So the old one.
They just came out with the new one where it's like there's lights in the base as well, and you can control them independently. I haven't tried it yet, but
I like a lot of Govee stuff.
Space, like I think it's cool. The Govee one, that is, because it syncs with music and stuff, and now you can add more than one of them and make a scene. Way back in the day, I did a comparison where I bought the Philips Hue one, and my friend had the Govee one, and of course, everyone said I was completely biased against Philips Hue, which is ironic because I bought the Philips Hue one and still own it, and yet somehow I'm biased. I think Philips Hue is very high quality products, and if you can afford it, that's what you should go with. Otherwise, Govee, good bang for your buck.
Speaking of Philips Hue, there are some good deals on Philips Hue right now, especially their 3-pack of bulbs right now is $75, which is a lot for bulbs, but it's pretty cheap for Hue. Close to their lowest price ever on that. Even their single bulbs are for 75-watt single bulbs, which is what I would recommend if you're doing outdoor lighting. The 75-watt Philips Hue single bulbs are like $35 or something, which is a pretty good price. I think the lowest price on that.
Their outdoor bollard and spotlights are also on sale too, and those are pretty good prices compared to what they normally are.
Yeah, so Philips Hue usually goes in price at Prime Day. They have good sales around Christmas time as well, but other than that, they are pretty pricey. So now's the time to get them if you want them before Christmas, probably. So, which is what I like them for. I like having the outdoor lights, the colors, the magic, the happiness, the merriment. That's what
you guys have all used like the Govee and the Nanoleaf. What's your favorite products from those guys?
I like Govee a lot, by the way. Even though they're Wi-Fi, they seem to work way better than the Wiz that I seem to really struggle with. I feel like Govee does a really good job with their Wi-Fi, and I really like the TV light that I have. What do you call that? It's got the camera. The Envision T2.
T1,
I have the T2. I have the T2 InVisual light, and I think that's pretty cool. And it's automated to go on and off. And yeah, I think it works. The camera, I like the camera system better. I'm totally used to having it has a little camera that sticks over the top of your TV, which looks a little weird at first, but I'm used to it at this point. And I think it does a better job than the HDMI systems because HDMI only picks up HDMI signals. So some of the video game stuff that we have, you're not going to get
your
the
old school
TV
Atari. Like that's not going to work.
Exactly. It's not going to work with this bad boy. So yeah, so I think it's a pretty cool system. And then my kids just have their LED lights around the top of the room. They're pretty cheap ones, and they're not even in tracks or anything. So they look kind of cheesy, but they love it. So it's the kids, so they love it.
I got a promo code for you if you want to get some aluminum, the aluminum channels.
Oh, the channels.
10%. Yeah, I can get you a
nice
discount code. LED profiles.
Share it in the chat.
All right, yeah, put it in the chat.
No.
People need it.
But yeah, I don't have Nanoleaf. I'm not familiar with. Does Nanoleaf have some? Yeah, because I know Govee has some very good sales going on right now. So check those out. But Nanoleaf, are they on sale?
Yeah, got
I
some
think they are.
decent deals there. I know Vince tested the ceiling panels for me. Great job on that video. As fun as it would be to cover, a whole ceiling with 100 of those, I think it
Oh
priced
my
out
gosh.
at like $5,000 or something crazy.
Yeah, they're just so expensive. Nanoleaf is twice the price of Govee.
Connectivity is really bad with those too.
So probably
I've had
maybe
What's funny is
reset
that
them
it used to be
4 or 5
great.
times.
In the last year or two, the connections, just
Didn't-
something's going on.
I could be wrong. Didn't Nanoleaf like get bought out or file for bankruptcy at one point and get reorganized or something? I could be very wrong about that. So don't quote me.
I don't recall that. But
Okay,
I could be
so
wrong
that probably
too.
didn't happen.
What about Sync?
Just imagined it.
We all saw Sync out at CES. I thought they had like really cool stuff. But do any of you guys actually have any of their products yet?
I have
Yeah.
one right there. It's not lit up.
That
Right.
It's
wall panel
actually-
thing. Nice.
Yeah, I can light it up if you want. But the
Of
quality
course.
is actually really
Of
nice.
course.
It feels like glass, but it's not.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good deals on Sync as well. So like if you're looking for lighting for an entertainment space or a kid's room or your studio or whatever, I think there's some good options, whether it's Philips Hue, Govee, Nanoleaf, or even Sync. So yeah. What about smart switches and dimmers? What do you guys think? What have you found?
So unfortunately, not a whole lot of good deals on my favorite Lutron. That didn't see they didn't look like they were. Are there?
There's the dimmer. It's a kit. It's a two pack
Oh,
kit.
okay.
Say it's not a huge savings. And then the Diva kit, the single pack for the Diva with a Pico, is also on sale.
Okay, nice. Okay, I've seen a couple
Yeah,
here. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the kits.
The kit pricing ended up being like less than the bridge itself, so that's good if you didn't already have them. But yeah, I didn't see any deals on the switches themselves.
No,
I saw Zoos had some small discounts there, and then everyone's favorite, the Casa and TP. Like, man, that thing is
$10.
cheap.
Yeah.
Gonna caution you guys though, don't try to fill your whole house with them. If you're just doing one or two, I think it's fine. It's whatever. But you start trying to change every switch out, I think you're gonna run into problems. So don't go too crazy.
Yeah. So, John hit the like button. Thank you so much for that. So, yeah, no, I've struggled with the TP Link Casa, and it had to do with their. It's a cloud-based system, and it wasn't the Wi-Fi connection itself I was struggling with. And this happened in both Hubitat and in my Homey Pro. It was going into their system. You were getting blocked for having too many pulls or something in the day, or it like limited you in how many times it could go to the cloud, and like would reach that limit for whatever reason. Like, this is dumb. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. And ooh, look at that. Eric's got his lights going on.
Nice.
Nice.
Jeffrey loves his Casa smart switches, so
I know.
respect.
Can I?
Very good.
I do agree with the. By the way, I do agree with the click. I like the feel of them. I like that little clicky pad thing. I think it's great. But
And
yeah,
then Fred brought up a good point that like perhaps tomorrow we'll see some deals from Lutron. So the deals do change by day. Some of the manufacturers have sent us Excel spreadsheets that show like the deals coming up. So I don't know if Lutron will or not, but we'll
Lutron
definitely
did
watch
release
tomorrow.
new products today. If you guys know that,
What?
yeah,
Man, you are in the know. Tell us everything.
They released a new Diva in multiple colors.
Ooh, we
So-
saw that at CES. It was under the table, but we saw it.
which was kind of weird. So a normal Diva remote is what, $20, but the
Yeah.
colors are $40. So a
Oh.
little on the expensive side. And
It's probably
then-
like an inventory thing because they have to change it out, and so they don't want to. They make, I guess, but yeah, that is a little odd.
and then their new it's their old design that when you have like the LED like low wattage and you start having flickering issues there.
Mhm.
I forget what the model that is called. They now have that in the Diva version.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it uses the neutral wire then to come back.
It uses neutral wire, correct?
That's
Yep.
cool. I actually need that.
I don't
I
remember the
have
name
2
of it.
switches where I had to do that. They're outdoor lights. So now I can make them match.
Nice.
This is good news.
Oh, Lutron. Well done, Lutron. Clapping sound effect.
Yeah, make me spend more money. I like it.
There we go.
Roadcaster for the win. Gotta hook mine up.
Can if
All
I have one
right,
category, I have a category that you guys didn't even put on the list
Okay,
for
well,
smart
tell
home
us.
stuff. Do you guys have the best time to get deals on Prime Day are for bidet toilets? Smart bidet toilets. I'm telling you, I have 2 bathrooms. I bought bidet toilets for both of them, not at the same time. 2 different
You have
years.
a retrofit or a separate
Always
unit?
no, the whole unit. So I bought both of mine on Prime days. This one's a really good deal. This is actually one of the ones I have.
You spent
It,
$900
That's the
on
one
a
I sat
toilet?
on when we did that video.
I don't have the space.
This is the
for
one that Brandon was sitting on.
What?
It's got a foot kick sensor. It automatically opens and closes
Wait.
when
What's
you
a
walk
foot
by it.
kick sensor?
So like if you don't want to lift the seat up, you can just put your foot on the side of it. It has a little sensor on the side at the bottom. Let me see here. No, they don't show it.
But was it made in
But
Japan?
it's on the it's like down here on the other side. And basically so you can open the lid. And then if you gotta like stand up to go pee, it'll open the second one too. So you don't pee on the seat because your wives and girlfriends hate that. But it's heated seats. They got a warm air dryer. It automatically flushes.
Heated seats.
Got a night light.
The heated seat
It is the way to go.
No, listen. Okay, all right. This was a bit I used to tell when I in my stand-up. I still do sometimes, but okay. Heated. I don't want a heated toilet seat. Like I don't want it. Like
You
that's.
don't think you do.
No,
but
no,
let
I
me
don't.
Tell you something.
You know what I like? I want a toilet seat cooler. All right, I want something because like a warm toilet seat. That's like
If you need a cooler, you're on the toilet too long.
no. Listen, have you ever sat? Listen, have you ever sat in a warm toilet seat unexpectedly?
Yes, it's
Like that. Yeah, that's a party you didn't want to be a part of, right? Like I don't want that sensation.
But once you're on it, you want it to be nice and toasty.
No, I don't want that sensation of
I'm telling
sitting
you, I
on
didn't
someone
really
else's
think
ass.
that
That's what I don't want.
I'm just telling you from personal experience that I didn't think I'd give a crap about heated seats until I got one. And I was like, it's like cold in the morning, like in the wintertime, and all of a sudden you walk into the bathroom. It's just like having heated floors, You sit down, and you're like, oh, well, that's nice.
I used
sit
to have
down
a
for
house
me.
with heated floors, and that was a game changer.
Yes. You don't think about it until you have it.
Heated floors are
Telling
nice.
you.
How are you controlling your heated floors?
What's up, Rob?
Do you
from-
have-
Hey,
Hey, look at
thanks
that.
for joining us, Rob. We're talking about heated toilet seats. Maybe you could do a 10-part review of the best heated toilet seats on the market. That we'd
There you go.
love to see that. So,
We didn't have
don't-
projectors
I
as a
don't have this
category.
one.
Jeff
So if
gets
you're interested
it.
in
All right,
projectors,
Jeff.
you gotta go to
I
his
don't have
channel.
this one, but this one sounds.
no, I would say Jeff gets it with the butt to butt. Exactly. We don't warm toilet seat. See, team cold toilet seat. Thank you for joining me on this, guys. This is.
All right.
We need to get momentum here. Okay, what do we got
here? What do we got now?
So
So,
same,
Mitch,
this
you're
one's
replacing
another
the
one.
entire toilet?
Yeah, you replace the whole toilet.
$1,200
not
for a
just the
toilet.
seats. This one is voice control. So this one you can tell it to flush or open and close.
I have that.
How big is that
It
thing?
has.
It looks
So
so
it has
small.
a
That's
foot,
worse than a toilet seat warmer.
Jeez.
It also has
$1,200.
a foam cleaning dispenser. So there's a little thing on the side that you fill with a solution, like a cleaning solution, and it'll automatically clean your toilet with every
that's
flush.
neat.
It's like a
This is-
detergent thing.
This is too much. I think I need to go
Again,
back to outhouses.
This one's
Who's
like
flushing
300 bucks off.
1,000 grams, by the way? What's that about? It's very
It
specific.
says map flushing score. I don't know what.
Do you have to tell it like before you flush? You say, "Hey, toilet, I dumped about
See?
850 grams. Let's
Right.
time to
No,
flush."
it'll just automatically go. And you can say, like, for example, look at that picture of voice control. You just say full flush or open the seat.
Wow.
All right, so
but
I have a
would-
voice activated trash can,
Ooh.
and you wouldn't think you would use it, but it's actually extremely useful. think of the times
Yeah,
your hands are full.
Dirty hands.
You know, you just tell open can and it automatically opens up.
guess.
So
Makes
That's what
sense.
your foot's.
Your
That's
hands
what
are
your
full of
foot's
stuff.
for, though. You just reach it with your foot.
that's old, you know.
So, so Rob's got
You
the
don't
bio
sound like
today,
you own a smart
and,
home channel, Pete.
I fight it.
So I had the bio bidet, but when they asked me about it, because it was for a review, they said, "Is your toilet, round or oval?" And I looked at it, and I was like, "Well, it's oval." So I got the elongated one, I guess, but it wasn't the right size. Like, apparently, I have a standard, so it like hung over the edge, and my wife just did not appreciate that. So I had to take it down, and it's still out in the garage. It actually would have been cheaper to like replace the toilet, but I didn't. So live and learn. Maybe I'll get one in the future. I loved it.
And
My wife didn't seem to do
They're all
anything for her.
tankless. No, I would recommend it. 10 out of 10.
Fair enough. But
Very.
speaking of warming things up, we got some thermostat deals. You guys all use Ecobee, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So Ecobee is the best. I love the geofencing. I love the sensors, the add-ons, and you get some deals. I don't think you need to spend more to get like the top end ones, just because like you don't need the voice assistant that's built in. You probably have smart speakers around your house anyways, so you probably end up muting it, and then you see that circle. Right now, I have the premium one because it was on sale, so that was good. But also, if you're just cheap, the Amazon one is on sale. So all you want to do is control it remotely. There you go. It's an option. I've reviewed it. I ended up giving it to a friend. It worked. It did everything they said it does. So there you go. And then if you got your heated floors like Eric here and Vince, Mysa, MYCA, that's on sale right now too. I don't think I put it in the show note links, but if you fit that category, there's a deal.
Sure.
Kelly, my wife was upset. We put a bathroom in the basement. She wanted to put heated floors down there, and I get it, but I'm like, I'm never going to use this bathroom. Like, I don't want the best bathroom in our house to be the one downstairs that I'm never going to use. Like, I will put, when I get a heated floor, then we could put heated floors in the basement for the guest bathroom. So.
Jeffrey says the streets are saying when Vince travels, he roams from cell to cell to find a warm toilet seat. Actually, when I'm traveling and when I'm on the phone with my girlfriend, I'm like, I have to go because I have to wipe my ass like a peasant. That's usually what I say.
He just gets in the
God
shower.
dang, I wish I was home right now. Yeah.
Do you bring like a spray bottle in with you to take care of it if you're?
No, I rough it like the rest of you that don't have smart bidet toilets.
It's a tough life. I don't know how we live. They were correct in the South Park episode.
You just don't feel clean, all right?
All right.
So Fred is saying check with your local service provider for deals. Yeah, your utility company will give you a rebate. I am so anti allowing anyone to control my temperature in my home or have that data. So I have opted out of that opportunity and have chosen to just get a deal on Prime Day for my thermostat. But if you're okay with having the utility company turn your heat or your AC off when you want it the most, by all means.
Some of the utility companies, they just give you a rebate to use one. They don't. Like, you just can just get a rebate. You don't have to.
Well, that would be worth it.
It's not like data or anything.
Yeah, you need a lazy.
For ours, it was company. Like they provide it, but it was like you would have to give them access because it was part of this program. And like, if you've been to my house, it's 72 at all times. So there you go.
I'm 68 right now.
Ooh,
jeepers, you guys! I'm probably at
72 in the winter.
Well, how about that?
78.
So.
What the heck?
Yeah, I know. I'm cheap. I'm a cheap guy, and I'm like sweating.
Walk around your house in your swimsuit all day, or what?
Listen. I've turned the air is going off tomorrow because it's gonna be like down in like the 70s outside. Get the cool breeze coming in the house. I got my automated fans. Right, they'll kick on. Life's gonna be good, you guys.
Oh man,
how's your family feel
with 2 commercials? Thanks. So that answers our question. There are commercials, and welcome back.
Thanks for watching them, Joel. Appreciate that.
There you go.
So, all right.
I think
I
what
want.
do we have left? We got
I
4
wa-
categories here.
We gonna go through all of them?
We
I
got
want.
I'm good. If you're
Okay.
good.
You see
all right.
his com-
I have.
you see
Can I-
Rob's comment?
No.
I'm dead.
There we go. Okay. So
You can add that to your content for being.
I'm not gonna steal some other comedian's bit. I got my own bit about warm toilet seats.
I don't
Anyways,
think Rob's a comedian, is he?
he said another comedian said it. I'm not gonna take.
Oh, all right. Fair
Yeah.
enough. All right.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. I want to give one deal that I found. I found this pretty right before the show. Smart Wings, 30% off on Amazon right now. So that's. I think it had 20. Yeah, so that's a pretty good deal. I think I've seen 20% off. I don't know if I've seen them 30% off on Amazon. So we'll get a link for that. But Smart Wing shades, check out my video on that. I think they're great shades. Brandon thinks they're not that great, but I think they're awesome. I've had very good luck with them. All sorts of different.
I would.
Oh, there you
agree.
go. The remote.
The focuses. There we go.
Yeah,
I got my Smart Wings.
Same one right there. So
Look at that.
oh, he's always showing us up. That's
Right.
Eric's MO.
He's got 2.
We got that one's connected to HomeKit because I wanted to test that out, and then we've got Lutron upstairs. I paid for those. Thank you very much. And then in our theater we have power shades. And what was really funny is that when the guy installed it, I was like, put it down, and then I was like, well, that's how it's gonna live. Like, why would I ever open this?
Right in your theater
So,
room. Yeah.
That was rather disheartening for the shade installer, but he got something out of it, I think. And I now have a nice looking blacked out shade. So win all around.
Wins for everybody. Somebody got paid. Somebody's happy.
Yes. All right. So robot vacuums.
Oh, yes.
I think we got to go by like budget, mid range, and then like everyone can pick their go to. Like, that's on sale though. No, it's not. No retail. We're not paying retail.
We starting
for
with
smart home
budget
stuff.
What's your line for budget?
I would say the Eufy. I think it's the X10 Pro.
Okay.
So it's $600.
That's
Also,
budget
that's not budget.
That's budget. Earlier I talked about $1,900 one. So one
He's
that
got
is,
that Amazon affiliate.
That's budget to me.
Influencer money coming in. Jeez.
Yeah, he does. $600.
All right. Well,
Well, that's like the cheapest
There
one
we
I have
go.
in my house. That's budget.
Rob
So
agrees.
my budget was like, I just think you need to get LiDAR and real LiDAR. Don't fall for the fake. They put a circle on the top and it's not. You got to get LiDAR. Camera base sucks. Just get LiDAR. Eufy L60 is great. There's some other ones that are good. I know like Dreamy has a pretty affordable one. RoboRock is on sale right now. Even Shark has pretty good deals. But right now, I think best budget one that I found was the Eufy L60. We got the master in the chat here, though, so I'm sure he's going to want to be like, nope, I wouldn't do that.
40 hours into that video that he did.
Dude, insane. I also love, so now he's got it where like you could just skip right to like, hey, you just want to know? And then like his Prime Day videos are nice because it's just the winners, right? So it's like, okay, it's a top product and it's on sale versus like some inferior ones. So, dude, appreciate it. Like,
Yeah.
you really
Rob
set
is
the bar high. So
he's
keep it
smarter
up.
than all of us. That's Rob in the hookup in the chat there. Check his links. He does good work. I just try to entertain unsuccessfully with my robot vacuum videos. But
I want a mid-range pick. What would you go with?
So it would if $400 is that mid-range or is that budget?
I think so. $400 works.
Okay, so I did my video today was on the Eureka S10 E10S, the Eureka E10S robot vacuum, and for $400 I thought it was pretty good. Now, only 8 people watched the video, but the vacuum itself does a good job. It's smart enough to not get lost, not get stuck. The mop sucks, but you're gonna get a crappy mop at this price pretty much no matter what you do. So yeah, for $400, I liked it. Had a bagless system. I love the bagless system, so that was great. So I thought it was pretty good for $400.
And a very entertaining video. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
It was good.
How about you, Vince? What's your go-to on sale right now? Probably not, crazy like Eric.
So oddly enough, I have only owned iRobot vacuums, and I know they're not the best out there, but I've gotten them on the best kind of deals. So like the J7. I also have a Narwhal. So, but I wish like the Roborock, the one that's on sale, I feel like would be a good one to try out. So good reviews, or the Dreamy, that T10 Plus.
Yeah, we're Team Roborock here in our house. I love what those guys are doing. They continue to innovate, and I like them a lot. So I'm actually still using the Roborock S7 Max Ultra, which doesn't have as good of AI or object detection, but I think it works good, and it's super discounted right now. So that one's a good one. I do have their newest version, which I think there's like some sort of deal on it, but it's not as good. I think in that $600 to $800 range, like there's just so much bang for your buck that you can get, and a lot of innovation. The Dreamy L10S Pro, I think, is an incredible value. And then the last one I put on the list, some people might disagree with, but the Narwhal Frio X Ultra, or even just the Narwhal Frio, is fine too. Pretty good deals on those. I just gave the one that I was testing to my mom, and she's very thrilled about that. So
Nice.
yeah. But yes, in the chat, Rob totally came up with a better option for our budget.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
As we called out. So Dreamy or DreamTech D10 Plus. It's solid AF. We'll just say AF.
How much does that one run?
I don't know. He'll have to drop it in the chat.
Was that okay? Was I wrong? Was I wrong about the mopping part? Like, is there a decent mop in the budget price range, or they all just kind of drag it around? And
he just did a video on the mop ones, and I think the SwitchBot, like from a mopping perspective, was probably one of the best. The new SwitchBot, because it has the roller, mop instead of like the one that cleans as it goes.
That's $1,100 too. So
right, that's what I'm saying. For like
$400 off right now. For Prime, I think it's down $799 or $700.
Yeah,
if you go on there right now for Prime.
Oh,
but you definitely got to pay
$259 for that one. But also check out the self refilling and draining video that he did. Like he did all three ways to connect. So like I think it was dishwasher, sink, and then like laundry or whatever. Super cool. Like that's dedication right there. Like if I start messing with plumbing, one, we're gonna have issues and we're gonna have to call a real plumber afterwards, and two, my wife is gonna kill me. So before we go making changes like that,
well, call. I like to bash holes in walls. Call me. We'll work something out up
there.
That's
my next project I'm working on when I get back. I'm doing a laundry closet with a custom cabinet that has so I can build in with the new Roborock or the SwitchBot where it hooks up to actual plumbing.
Are you going to use
a washer with a built-in robot?
Yeah, who had that? That was
Eureka.
I think that was Eureka.
Was it Eureka?
No.
No.
Eureka.
It was
Eureka, right?
No,
yeah,
I don't think it was Eureka.
Certain it was the Eureka also.
Yeah, it was Eureka.
Yeah.
This one's in a closet.
For testing,
but yeah,
no.
It's going to have a door that opens up for the vacuum, like in the cabinet. So
are you going to use my door system?
Kind of. They have little servo arms that I found on Amazon that I'm going to use instead, but
not my valve.
Small. It has to be small. The valve is not small.
That's true. It works though.
All right.
Yeah, it does.
So we got 3 categories left. Wait, yeah, 3. Apple has deals. Not on the Vision Pro, unfortunately, but you can get some iPads, iPad Mini, watch, and last generation or Gen 2 AirPods. Oh, and the AirPod Max. That's
AirPod Pros.
Pro 2s. Yeah, so that's not bad.
They're like $100 off. It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Makes me think that they're coming out with another version very soon in September.
That you are an intuitive individual there. I feel like this is the time for them to dump last year's models, which, a lot of the deals that are going on right now are previous years for a lot of manufacturers, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right. Anybody else have anything to add for Apple or move on? It's a good segue though. Apple. So the Apple TV is not on sale. at least that I found. If you guys have seen it elsewhere on sale, let me
Mm-hmm.
know. But Roku and Fire TV, both of those, like basically every device from them is on sale. I recommend getting the 4K version, even if you don't have a 4K TV, just because like you might upgrade in the future, and then the processors in them are faster. And then if you have like a theater and you need like Dolby Vision or Dolby Atmos, all that, then you want to get like the Ultra. And for all you gamers out there, NVIDIA Shield on sale, 15% off. So, yeah.
All right.
Yes, you got all the streaming.
I don't know
devices,
anything
huh?
about the video. I'm an Apple guy myself, so I don't
Yeah, fair enough. You got the Apple
deal with
TV?
all that.
I have
Nice.
Fire, Apple. That's it. Just Fire and Apple.
Okay. So I have
Those are
Roku
good for
Ultra
me.
in our theater because it's connected through like the Control 4 system, and then upstairs we
use-
use Fire TV. And I originally just got it because like I liked having the doorbell automatically come up because I was using Ring at the time. Now, of
Do you
course,
use the
I've tested too
Roku?
many different ones.
I've had a Roku for years, and I've used the only reason I used it was to watch the Weird Al movie. If you ever saw that, it was on a Roku exclusive. But I don't like, the smart TV I have pretty much pulls up all the services I want, so I've never really
Yeah.
needed.
So even if
Roku
you have
stuff.
a smart TV, sometimes it's worth it to get a streaming stick just because it's dedicated to the processing and it can be faster.
Okay.
And sometimes it'll show like different things. Like not all TVs could show all the stuff. Like I couldn't get the Apple TV app on my Sony TV, so I get a device for that. But
I have
yeah.
Apple TVs on all my TVs also, even though some of them are smart. So
Yeah, and then like the cost is so low that you might as well just get them for each TV and not have to worry about it. But the other difference between the different levels, right, the different prices is going to be the remote. So more expensive ones have like the voice activated remote, the plug-in stuff. I like Roku too because you can use your phone as a remote, and then you can like listen through that too. It's kind of neat. There's some cool features that that you can get. So yeah. Looks like the last category is outdoor tech. Who wants to jump on that?
I got one.
Yeah.
So it's for Prime, but it's on Best Buy. So they have a Sonance 6.1 landscape outdoor speaker system. So basically, it comes with a Sonos amp, and then a sub, and then 5 speakers. It's originally $2,700. It's down to $1,500. So almost 47% off. So it's a good deal. I have another version that's not on sale, which is the Sonos amp and like the 2 marine speakers, like outdoors, and they work really well. So, but good systems and 50% off. Can't really beat that.
Cool. So one thing I saw, I can't find it now. I couldn't find it. It looked like Govee had their outdoor permanent lights on sale, but I don't see them. I didn't see them right before the show, so maybe they're not. Maybe they're sold out. Or
I
they.
saw them on sale. There was
Yeah. Okay. I didn't see them right before the show, but I also saw a lot of lights outdoor because I'm interested in outdoor permanent lights. I've not had them. It seems like I know Eric, you've got the permanent lights, right? The
I have the
Christmas lights.
LifeX. Yeah,
You have LifeX?
I have LifeX
So-
in the front, so it looks like normal landscape lighting, but then I can
Mhm.
do like the special effects.
Is
Yeah,
the
so-
connectivity any better than their bulbs or?
If you're using the app, it's more reliable. If you're using, your smart home assistant, it's pretty much unusable. So I would say 80-90% using their app only.
So there are a bunch of deals for brands I've never heard of that are like half the price of the Govee outdoor lights. That worries me a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if you've used a non-name brand. Like I would give them a shot. I would give LED strips a shot that I've never heard of for indoor, but like for permanent lights, I would want something I trust. I think if I'm going to the expense of hiring some guy to get on a ladder, because I'm certainly not getting on a ladder. If I'm gonna do that, I'd want to get some brand that I trust. But maybe you guys know more about that or have heard of some of these other brands that I've not heard of. But it seems like a questionable decision to invest that much in lights that I don't trust. So
Yeah, I feel like I would either hire
Was
a
it Rob that
professional or
did?
go full DIY and like go all to the channels. Well, the hookup, he's got a awesome.
I was gonna
stuff
say, I
about
think he
that,
did
but-
one where he did compared the Govee with God, I'm trying to remember the names of the other brands, like three or four other
think
brands that are doing the
Eufy.
outdoor permanent lights.
Yeah,
UV.
there's a
There's a
bunch
couple
of
other
them.
ones.
Yeah,
Or go crazy.
I'm not
in
allowed to put those on my
WLED.
house.
I'm just
Wife said nope.
yeah,
Not
same.
gonna happen.
I just don't care that much, to be honest. We don't have kids, and like I don't. Whatever. It doesn't do anything for me. Outdoor lights. So,
Okay, Scrooge.
yeah, I'm like straight up.
Yeah, when I did mine, I really wanted like the landscape lighting to look professional. So that's why I went with the LifeX.
Mhm.
It was between LifeX and Philips Hue. Obviously,
I mean,
Philips Hue
LifeX
has
looks
better connectivity, but when it came to the color and the brightness, LifeX just blows them out of the water.
LifeX looks great. They look amazing when they work. That's just the issue with the LifeX. So
Yeah, I put the schedule through the LifeX app to turn on every night at sunset and turn off, and most of the time it works. It's when you try to use it with HomeKit and other platforms, it's just I don't know what's going on. It just doesn't work well. So, but talking about outdoor tech, Aper, this is. I don't want to call it budget because it's budget to me, but this is like the middle of the line. This is the Scuba
for a
F1
pool.
container.
If you got a pool, that's probably budget. I feel like anything with a pool just costs a lot of money.
yeah.
So.
If you have a pool, you've already made a
cheaper
mistake,
ones.
so it doesn't really matter.
They have the
It's in the
cheaper ones
climate
for
where
like
he can use his more. Like it's
above
fine.
ground pools, but this is for an in-ground pool. This is on sale for $520. It doesn't connect, so I don't know if you can really call it smart. Their more expensive one has Wi-Fi and connects, but this one doesn't really connect to anything. But it does a great job at cleaning. So that's my outdoor.
Cool.
Nice. Have you guys gone all in on electric yet? Yard tools and
For my pool, I don't have.
I mean, Luba,
electric
lawnmower.
automobile, electric.
No.
Yes, I am making the shift to electric, and like I told you earlier, my Ego mower is in the shop right now because it doesn't last more than 30 minutes no matter what I do. So, but hopefully they'll get that fixed up.
I just bought the new Yarbo, so I guess I'm going.
You didn't.
No, you did not.
I put it in the group chat.
I don't think he wasn't in that chat. Eric wasn't in there, but yeah, no, Peaches doesn't pay attention to all of
what
our
you. I missed that.
today.
I thought you
I was
like.
surprised.
What
You of all people did not reply. I was like,
I told. When did you put when today?
A while ago.
Oh my gosh! I apologize. I must have missed that. Oh my gosh. We have a
Did you go
Yarbo
to
in
their
the house.
event.
So we'll see. I think it's not coming until September or October, but that's all right. Time for snow. I got the snowblower and the lawnmower, so we'll go from there. We'll see how it goes.
He didn't even need to get 4 other friends to go in on it. Like he just went out and did it. So
did you go to their event?
I think I'm gonna convince my neighbor to go halvesies with me once it gets here, and I just start mowing his lawn. Because I can do 5 acres, so I'm good to go. I'll just keep doing his lawn, and then he'd be like,
just charge him the same price you would for a lawn service, and just be like, just charge him a weekly fee. So
Peter,
he's
definitely that we're in the wrong businesses. We need to get into do an Amazon influencer during the day, like Eric, and then be a TikTok star and liquidator like Vince. Granted,
by the way,
Vince
it's my
has
last week
jobs,
here,
so
you don't have to look at my hotel living after this live.
No more surprise guests.
Yeah, no more housekeeping guests.
I think what you do is awesome. I would love to do liquidations, but I couldn't be away for a month. That would not be good with a wife. So
no.
3-month tours at a time.
Wow.
Yikes. I think at one point I was doing
I've been here since May
1st speaking engagements, and that alone was enough to. She was not too pleased, so I definitely could not do that much time away.
Yeah, my wife. Can't handle that either.
Yeah, that's why I never.
Well, you see, I don't really cook. If you see on my shoulder here, you see the box of cereals. So it's kind of rough.
We're living the dream. Awesome. Well, the other things we had for outdoor tech were this weather station, which is linked below. Truthfully, I haven't actually tested it yet because I got it and then I don't have a pole to put it on. So if you're in Minnesota and you have a pole, you want to help me test this weather station, let me know. We can totally do that. And then
Do
EcoFlow.
not have a pole.
Yeah, I've been to your house. I know.
I have a pole in the garage. Just kidding.
Yeah, I also am aware of that. It's in the video. Good times, good times. The other one I dropped in there, ratio, however you want to pronounce it. That one's on sale. So if you want to get a smart sprinkler system, that way when the kids are in your yard, you know, the neighbor kids, and
That's right.
you want them to go away, you just
Light them up. Light them up.
and then you're gonna catch that on your real link camera, and then you're gonna share it with us because, you know, laws and all.
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah,
can just automate that whole thing too. You don't even need to be there ready to go. You can just automate it
it
to
could be next level.
fire up.
Yeah, you'd have to be careful. You're going to get the no-go zones just right because, like, we have sidewalks and people, and like the dogs come on our yard a little bit when people are walking. I'm okay with that. It's the, you know, there was like the one of the neighbor kids was LARPing in my yard once. Like, no shit. I got to pull up the feed. I have footage. Straight up LARPing. It was next level. Yeah. I appreciate that. We got some nerdy neighbors, and that's not a complaint. It's just, it is what it is. Anyways, what deals did we not cover that you guys found? Maybe you watched all the millions of videos today or scoured through the pages yourself. If there's something we missed, drop it in the chat. We'll share it here. Otherwise, I think we got a pretty comprehensive list.
Covered a lot.
There.
We covered a lot.
Yeah. I may or may not have spent like 8 hours this weekend building a smart home guide and then conveniently converted that smart home guide into the deal guide because I already had it saved as a list. And then I clicked the deal button and it showed me which ones were already on sale. So that really streamlined the process today.
Indeed. Yes. Thank you. Brandon did a lot of legwork here for this episode. So I do appreciate
Thanks,
I
Brandon.
do appreciate that. So
Eric was live streaming all day. What did you cover that we didn't cover?
Technically, it only was one live stream that was successful. It just took 4 hours, 5 hours to do. But
fair enough. You're like modern day QVC, baby.
Yeah, I love it. Yep. And I might go on afterwards too. I gotta see.
All right, if you do, I'll jump in.
You want to come on with me?
How do we do? Like, I just jump in your thing? What can we talk about? We'll talk about it offline. That sounds fun. Can I be in the Vision Pro with my persona? In that way?
Yes.
I
Yes.
will never forget
Say yes,
the time.
Eric. Say yes. The people need to see this.
FaceTime me once when we both first got these, and I just wasn't ready for it. It was just.
I caught you off guard. I think in the car I caught you off guard.
Like, imagine like an older ghostly version of us. Like that's what it was. And then if you turn your head too much, it's just creepy. So,
wow.
Are this things any cheaper?
But you don't regret that purchase at all.
No regrets. Year to date, I'm breaking even on all of this nonsense. This is how I justify my dumb expenses to my wife. They're business expenses for one.
That's right.
Well, write off. We just write it off. But also,
it's like it didn't happen.
Make content,
like
and then
money doesn't
that works.
Exist.
And I share it with this audience in Realtor Magazine and such, and therefore justify this crazy expenditure.
Exactly. So, okay, speaking of that, before we go, are there any deals you bought on Prime Day that you like that was dumb? I can't believe, even if it was cheap or expensive, it's like, why did I do that? Was that a experience? I pretty good about not buying things unless I really want them. My biggest regret wasn't even on Prime Day. Is like I have bought deals. They were on Prime Day, but they weren't from Amazon on all these packs, these video plug-in packs that I just never. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use a lot of flames and bullets and fireworks and things in my videos, and I haven't even opened these stupid packs that I got. And so I spent a lot of money on these plugins for Final Cut for the videos that I've never ever used. So
it's probably like every day. Like there's crap I buy all the time that I never use. So I say hold on.
He's got something.
I can find it. Just bought this for a video.
We're waiting. Oh, you're freezing. Oh yeah,
dude, I have that.
You can't regret that.
I don't regret it.
That
Oh,
looks like
okay.
Brandon.
This
just
might
buy
be a
crap all
surprise
the
to
time
you
with it
guys,
for
but
videos.
that looks a lot like me. And in college, when I actually was underage, I used that ID and got into a bar. And I am not
No,
even
you
kidding.
didn't. No, you
Yes,
didn't.
because the guy
McLovin?
laughed about it.
Use
He
a
did not
McLovin.
believe me. He just was like, "You got to be kidding me! Just go in." It seriously happened. Granted, this was a bar that I got into all the time. Anyways, underage, but I had the McLovin ID, and I was like, "I'm going to use this,"
You
and
were
it
McLovin
worked.
it?
And it was fantastic.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
my
I am
God.
trying.
Fogel.
Anyway,
Oh, anyway,
know what mine are?
I
yeah,
have a future
Hell,
purchase for any of you guys to regret. Which
yeah.
we kind of talked about earlier. Let's
Wait.
see if it can come
Oh
up.
Are those,
boy,
do they still
They
have
need
These
those
are my
things?
Okay.
biggest regret on Amazon Prime.
The
right
buttons.
my
The dash
regret is
buttons.
they got rid of the wand. The wand was
The da-
incredible. We used to
the
do the
dash
grocery
buttons.
service, and we would scan our stuff before we put it in the garbage, and it would just like get re-added. And then it had the voice thing on there. It was amazing. It was like that, but better. And they got rid of it. Now it holds like, I don't know, graduation cards and stuff on our fridge. I kept it because maybe they'll bring it back.
Look what Eric's got for us. You did it, huh?
All right, Brandon, this is for you, buddy.
Oh,
Did you have to pay in euros?
that's
Yeah.
neat. That's like,
1,500
Huh.
bucks.
Wow.
that's very luxury looking. I like it.
Well,
So-
what is it?
It's a power over Ethernet too, so you gotta have a drop at the front door.
That's nice.
But what do you get for the extra $1,300 that you're paying for that thing?
Dude, you just don't know luxury.
I don't. You're right. I don't know
It
luxury.
has a.
This is okay. This is like comparing a
It comes
DIY
with a
smart
bidet
home
toilet with a
to a
screen, so
professional
you can-
installed smart home. One is going to be like top out 20,000, and you're going to be really happy. The other one is going to be like $100,000, and the integrator is going to be really happy.
Yes.
He's got kids that need to go to college. Okay, so like,
Okay, you gotta help the guy out. I get it.
I will say, okay, not like you should pay for a good pre-wire. Pay for a good pre-wire, and you're going to be happy. Also, I learned from a local integrator that Unify doesn't like have wholesale pricing. So like what they do, they'll either like buy it at retail and then they mark it up even further. So the guy was at
Wow.
least very honest with me, and I bought my Unify stuff directly. I'm really excited about it. It's working great.
And for extra 12 euros and 10 cents or whatever,
You get a color?
you can get custom engraved.
Oh, you gotta do
DIY
that.
Oh, you got to do that.
Yeah.
when you're already spending 1,600 euros. might
When
as
you
well.
hit the button, it needs to play your song. You guys weren't here for this earlier, but he has
Oh,
an
yeah.
entire song.
All right, we're gonna cut it off.
He
has a
paid what?
song.
$87 for that song, I believe.
something
That
like
was.
that.
Dude,
I
that's
don't
low.
regret it though.
I don't regret it.
Yeah, there's no regrets
in my
there.
videos
Like,
all the time for a good year.
Listen, I'm tempted to do it myself, and not even for a channel, just like for a song at home. Like when I come to the house, can I get a custom
Oh,
song for
yeah.
myself
It's like
Yeah.
your
for
entrance.
$87?
You're
Anytime
cold in
an
the
entrance
lock
song,
and
like yes,
yeah.
here comes Dad, he's in the house.
It's
Whatever.
like walk-on music.
Yeah,
except for
I'm
coming
into it,
home
man.
music. I
I
think
dig it.
you need to invest in that and then make an automation that just broadcast it over all your speakers very loudly.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Like
look at it,
100%.
but you got to get the reaction. So when Kelly
100%
comes home,
If I can get if I can find someone to make me a custom song like that for under $100, this is happening, and there will be a video about it. All right,
send
I
him the
promise you that.
Firefly. Yeah, we're gonna hold you
Get
to
you in
that.
touch with the guy that did mine.
Fantastic. He's probably like a famous rapper now. He's probably like rolling in a Rolls Royce with all his rapper buddies.
Yes.
This is just how he did to make his mark. But all right,
Last,
I think we.
All right.
Go ahead.
So
I was gonna say,
regrets though.
the only
Regrets.
other thing I can think of for that we didn't cover for Prime deals is Prime's also really good for 3D printers. Like it's kind of smart home stuff.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
buy a lot of stuff, but like my Flash Forge that I bought was Prime last year.
That's
It's on
actually-
sale again this year. The Guider 2, it's $479, originally $800. So you're usually getting close to 50% off on those.
I do need some
Nice.
additional filaments. So good reminder. Thank you.
It's
There you
definitely
go.
something to get into as a smart homer, as 3D printing. There's so much stuff you can do with it.
Thanks.
Can you?
Vince.
Here's what I want to do with a 3D
too.
printer. I want to set it up so that when somebody comes in to my front of my door and my camera doorbell sees them, it scans them, and then when they come to the house, it prints a 3D model. So when they leave, the guests have a little 3D model of themselves when they leave. Is that a thing we can automate and do, or?
I mean, they have those cameras that do full scans for 3D prints, but
Yeah, you'd have to like.
I don't
scan
think
to,
you'd
like,
be able
go
to get it
around and
printed in
scan
enough
them.
time, unless someone's
Yeah.
hanging out with you for the weekend. It's just not happening.
And they
All
might
right.
notice that too.
Bummer. All right.
All right.
Guy can dream, right?
So I do regret the show 10. I was like looking through all my Prime orders in previous years, and that one I got caught up in the excitement, and I just think the swivel is a gimmick. So I'm gonna go with that. I don't regret the Apple Vision Pro. It's fantastic. There just needs more content. But I almost regretted this one. So this is a DeLorean EV that they're remaking, and I was like, I need this. It's the Alpha 5 or something like that, and I was gonna do it, but it's like this NFT thing. You had to buy the NFT, and then that was your spot in line, and then there's gonna be this whole like marketplace where you could like trade, and there's gonna be a limited amount. But they never like actually released the pricing, and now like apparently like people don't have access to their NFTs anymore. It may have just been a giant scam. I don't know. I'm not saying it was a scam, but I was very close to wanting to buy that vehicle, and I didn't. I do have a
you didn't
Cybertruck
buy
in
any
order.
virtual real estate, Brandon?
No, I didn't get into that. I did used to sell items in like Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 and Final Fantasy Online. I once sold like an item from Final Fantasy Online for $1,200, and the guy sent me a Western Union money order, and I just couldn't believe it was real. It's crazy. So
Wow.
I don't know how we arrived at this, but yeah.
Did they show up on horseback with a little satchel and pull out your money orders?
Well, this was like I was like 16 at the time, man. I was
man,
money order.
That was
it was crazy.
That was big money. 16. That would be huge money for a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that's how I paid for all my hobbies, and then buying and selling paintball stuff. So there's a reason I got into real estate. Good times this evening, though. It was fun,
indeed,
guys. I
indeed.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was our longest stream ever. Well done. But I think it's time to go. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you had as much fun as we did. So
always.
Yeah. So it was awesome.
I appreciate you having me.
Vince McLovin, thank you for joining us, being on the show as usual. I don't know if you saw I changed your name.
I did see that.
Oh, darn it. You got me good.
I did. So, all right. Well, so on behalf of everybody, thank everybody on the for being in the chat and watching. If you stuck around for the full hour and 45 minutes, you are the greatest people in the world. So yes. So check out our podcast
next week.
Check out our old replays and get the deals in the affiliate links down below that we have. So see you later, everybody. Talk to you later.